There we go. Okay. All right. So good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Happy to be here. Love partnering with Native Women Lead on all of their events here. And yes, please feel free to add any questions as we go along the way. I'm going to be going through um, everything and anything that Square has to offer for small businesses. Well, businesses really of any size, but primarily we're known for small business. Um, for that. So we're going to go through all the tools we have in our toolbox. And just a little background on Square, right? Our purpose at Square is economic empowerment, and that means offering accessible tools so sellers can have peace of mind in managing their business and selling anywhere, anytime. Our tools help all types of business owners participate and thrive in the economy. So again, we're going to be sharing all of the tools with you in our toolkit today. All right, so most of you know Square, right? Square was developed in 2009 and has grown to have a couple separate business units within that. But as of this past December, we are now part of Block Incorporated, which is made up of, again, of Square, Cash App, Spiral, Title, and TBD. These are our building blocks, right? United by our shared purpose of economic empowerment, we're all creating tools to help expand access to the economy. Square, it helps sellers more easily run and grow their business with integrated ecosystem of e-commerce solutions, business software, and even banking services. Cash App is focused on redefining the world's relationship with money by making it more relatable, instantly available, and universally accessible. Spiral, which was formerly Square Crypto, builds and funds free open source projects that advance the use of Bitcoin as a tool for economic empowerment. Title is a global music platform for musicians and their fans that uses unique content, experiences, and services to bring fans and artists closer together as they succeed. And then TBD is building an open developer platform to make it easier to access Bitcoin and other blockchain technologies without having to go through an institution. And so together, we're working to help our diverse audiences, sellers, individuals, artists, fans, developers, and really anybody and everybody in between that overcome barriers to help access the economy. So yes, Bitcoin, we have a whole department that's dedicated to Bitcoin development. Jack Dorsey, our founder, is quite high on Bitcoin, so we do quite a bit of that. And already within Cash App, which is one of our businesses as well, you can buy and sell and even transfer Bitcoin to anyone via the Lightning Network. All right, so when we talk about what Square does and creating an inclusive economy, right? What does that look like in practice? Running a business, as all of you that are running a business know, is far from a walk in the park, and how tricky it used to be to get together all these different pieces of hardware, software, payment services with your pen and paper solutions, cash, check, clunky cash registers, paper receipts, paper time cards, right? And even paper analytics, and how impossible it is to get a complete picture of how your business is doing. I always like this slide because it reminds me of my dad's business. My dad, for a long time here in Phoenix, was a foreman for a couple of the larger stucco and plastering companies. And then he ended up deciding to start his own business. So he had to run his own business. And of course, me being in like high school at the time, had to help him set everything up. And the biggest piece of the most high-tech thing he had in his office was a fax machine, right? So that's how long ago that was. The fax machine was like the biggest piece of technology he had in the home. Other than that was receipts, invoices, just everything, all kinds of paper all over the place. And of course, it was my job to help him at tax time, get that all together and put that all in one place. So, if we'd had Square at that time, it would have made it really easy to have our business operations digital, real time, and all just integrated into one platform, right? To help provide, a business like my dad with really holistic information about its business, not just about the payments he was getting from like his invoices, but inventory levels, his customers, and his employees, as he started hiring more and more people for his company. We really want sellers to be able to make informed decisions. Yeah, Jim, going back in time with the fax machine. And so let's talk about what really kind of set Square apart and really revolutionized an industry, right? We made it easy to get started and to get started fast, right? No standing in lines, no filling out forms, no long application process. Just sign up whenever you want, even if it's in the middle of the night, right? Download our app from your phone, tablet, laptop, desktop, and sign up at any time, right? And the reason we're able to do this is because Square took a different approach to managing risk. We stand in our seller's shoes as the merchant of record, which helped us allow onboard individuals that maybe otherwise wouldn't be able to gain access to the card payment ecosystem. So whether you're selling in person, online, anywhere in between that nowadays, we help making cards, accepting cards as painless and as fast and secure as possible. Security is engineered into all of our products from the ground up. We follow all the industry requirements that keep your data safe instead of passing that responsibility onto you as the business, right? So we take care of data security, or what's known as PCI, right? Compliance, so you don't have to. That's usually something that with other card providers, you have to pay extra to be PCI compliant and follow these different rules. We don't do that because we're the merchant of record, so we have to have that responsibility. And our systems are constantly monitoring suspicious activity. So if we suspect something fishy, we're going to help you, notify you, and try to help you avoid any lost goods or sales. And then the biggest difference that Square did when we came into the payment industry, right? This was Square was incorporated in 2009. At that, one rate for every card was a game changer for small business. And most folks don't even know about that now because that's more common than it used to be. It used to be that your rate would be different for almost any card that you took, right? If someone came in with an airline miles card or some sort of rewards card, your rate was almost double your standard rate to be able to pay for those rewards that they were giving their members. So you, as the business, were helping pay for the rewards, the mileage or hotel stays or whatever it might be, cashback that the credit card company is getting credit for and giving to their customers. You as the small business were paying for that with higher fees. So we did that to where you pay one rate for every card. So what your rate is, that's what it is. Whether it's an in-person rate or an online rate, that's your rate. You don't have to worry about, well, if somebody comes in with platinum Amex card or something like that you're going to pay a higher rate. It's always the same. All right, so now after talking about payments, right, we'll talk about one of our most popular ways to accept payments, which is our hardware. And again, as we go through the presentation here, feel free to ask questions in the chat as we go along. I'll just address them as we get them here. So please feel free to shoot them in there. Don't be shy. All right, so much of our early history, right, Square's early history revolved around this little white card reader that you've probably had your credit card swiped on or most likely even used yourself, right? This reader still to this day solves the most critical need of any business owner, which is the ability to make a sale, right? The popularity of this little reader signaled the challenges business face with taking payments. And that extended far beyond just taking the magstripe payments. We were experiencing, even larger sellers were experiencing the pain of the card payment system at the time. And so business owners have long had to deal with clunky, outdated payments hardware that never spoke with their software or payments at their point of sale, right? In addition to this, they were getting charged exorbitant monthly fees tied into 3 to 4 year leasing contracts. And again, faced with those really hard to understand rates. Again, it's a rate for this card, rate for that card. It's a rate on a different rate on Saturday or a different rate on a holiday. Like businesses just didn't know, right? And that's for the longest time, folks didn't ever want to transition to taking card payments because they were so afraid of the fees. And that really, helped boost Square was having that one payment rate for all types of cards. And so our response to the hardware system there was a full range of hardware, all of which intent on empowering sellers of any shape or size with modern integrated products that are easy to get started and grow with in an industry where sellers are rightfully weary of trusting payment providers. We subsidize the pricing on all of our hardware and also offer financing, no interest financing, to make it accessible as ever for sellers to get started. And so here we have our range of software, right? From the magstripe reader, which we have now for the Lightning for iPhone, and the aux for Android or Google. You have the chip card reader up there, which is this little piece here, right? This is kind of the next generation of that reader, where you can do chip cards, and then you can do tap payments as well, like Apple Pay, Google Pay, Cash App, anything like that. Then you have the square stand, which is another one of our iconic pieces there, the white stand that you'll see in a lot of coffee shops, cafes, right? You just plug in your laptop there, and you're able to take all types of payments and really set up a full-on point of sale solution. And that one there still is in use by over 2 million businesses across the world. We have our Square Register, the black one here in the middle at the bottom, which is our first all-in-one solution, right? You don't need an extra tablet. It's all together, all built by Square. We have the customer-facing piece there. If any of you were lucky enough to attend the Super Bowl in Inglewood this year, you would have seen those Square registers. There was almost 1,000 of these Square registers in Rams Stadium. We power Rams Stadium, so all the concessions, the merchant stands, all of that are powered by the Square register, and then the Square terminal, the white handheld piece there. So from a garage sale using the magstripe reader to process payments, all the way to the NFL Super Bowl, right? We can power just about any type of business out there. Shout out to the Super Bowl there. All right, so because every business is different, we have a variety of software options as well, which help to kind of help you go where you want to go, whether it's a restaurant or retail establishment, you're booking appointments, or just need a versatile system for whatever comes next. We have a few different options there for you. So the Square point of sale, this is our original point of sale, still our most popular. It's free to download, easy to set up on just about any type of device, quick to set up, customize. Again, you can take all types of payments, make your sales more efficient, right? You can connect printers, cash register, cash boxes to that, really kind of get that up, and take orders from third parties like an Uber Eats or a DoorDash or anything like that. All of that can come into one central place here, all from either your laptop, your phone, or any of our hardware. We recently have the Square point of sale for Square for restaurants, right? This is built to streamline and speed up your restaurant operation. This is going to be more for the front of the house and also back of the house for pickup, delivery, in-person dining, right? Tableside management, inventory management, any of that, and then specific reports as well for restaurants like comps and voids, covers, things like that. For the back of the house, we have our newest offering, which is Square KDS, or the kitchen display system. This is going to be what's in the back, right in the kitchen, for folks that are preparing the food, putting that together, making sure it gets bagged up properly or plated properly, so the table runners can go and get those out, really helping boost your efficiency for your prep stations and your ticket views here. And that's something you can just download right onto a tablet and have multiple of these in your kitchen, however you want to set that up. Square for retail, it's going to be helping you sell in store and online seamlessly with built-in tools for advanced inventory management, sales, staffing, right? Get to know how much you're moving and how much money you're making, at the push of a button. Then you have our powerful appointment scheduling software, Square Appointments, right? All your services are instantly bookable by your customers on your free online booking website, or you can connect this to your Instagram business account or your Google business listing, right? And have that book now button on both of those and right through that. So help protect your time and your business by requiring either a full prepayment or charge a cancellation fee to help, reduce no-shows. So, salons, barbershops, really anybody selling time blocks versus maybe an actual physical good. Kind of in conjunction with that, I include invoices as well as one of our point of sales, because we have businesses that just strictly use invoices as their point of sale, right? They're on the go, maybe the consultants, they're handyman, they're anything where they're maybe even having to show up or just do a consultation and then send you an estimate or an invoice. Right, lets you do this all electronically. You can do it for free, and then it's just the per Anytime you charge a card, you can do that. You can also take ACH payments and cash payments and even in-person payments with that as well. But it really helps you track them in real time, send notifications, that if it's paid or that it's past due, anything like that. Yes, they can definitely help with proposals. So you can send a proposal or like an estimate, right, to someone,
Mm-hmm.
and if they say they accept that, then you can easily just transition that right into the invoice, and then so they can pay that. And then you can do that like, let's say it's $1,000 job and you want to break it up into 4 payments of $250. You could do that, as well. So a lot of flexibility there.
Well, that's neat. Quick question, Martin. Do you all have templates for those things? Because oftentimes some entrepreneurs may need templates for proposals or estimates.
We do. So in there, it's pretty, you can see it in there, it's pretty easy to set up. It's basically just create the invoice, enter their email address and name and the amount, and you can press send. But there's other options in there, right? It'll kind of walk you through, do you want to make this a one-time payment, a recurring payment, or do you want to, break it up into, a set number of payments on set number of days? It'll walk you through that. I don't really cover it here, but even within our community, our help center, we have templates for like contracts and things like that. So, if you have a contract that you need to come up with, we'll have a bunch for specific business types that are already in there that you can just plug in, and you could even then attach that contract to your invoices. So we have quite a few template type things already available in there, which helps, right, for time management. Not something you're not having to create from scratch. There's tons of industries that we work with that use the same type. So those are the ones we're going to use. All right, so whether you're online, in store, or both, right? Square has business intelligence software that comes free with your Square account. And then, for your Square account, right? If you sign up for Square, it's free. You're never going to have to input your credit card or anything like that. It's free. It's just per transaction type model. We do have some subscriptions for like the upgraded like Square for restaurants or retail, but for the most part, you're just not going to be paying anything until you actually process payments. But as part of your free account, our dashboard puts all of your business data in one place, right? And again, it's business intelligence software that comes free with your account, from real-time reports to customer contacts. You have everything at your fingertips to help you make better decisions, right? No need to wait on your end-of-day reports. You can check your Square Analytics at any time. You can see your sales, your customers, spot what's selling, breaks down to the item, like what's selling. So you can see what's most popular at your business. And you can see what hours your sales are being made, whether you need to stay open later or open earlier or even open later, right? Just because just depending on when your business is happening, you can adjust to that. And then you can, as you go throughout your business, and the more data that's in there, the more you can get out, right? So what's the next holiday that's coming up? Easter, I guess. Or Memorial, was it Memorial Day or Easter? Easter, I think, right?
Yeah, Easter.
So let's say, this year you have an Easter sale, and you have a specific Easter product or something like that, right? You create that item, you sell it, and you can obviously see to the the next day or the day of, you can see how much you've sold, how many you have left on in stock. But then you can, next year you can then compare that to next year's, and you can kind of see the patterns, right? You can see, okay, let me look at my sales for Fridays. What do my sales on Fridays look like? That's when really everyone wants the day off, or when I have low staffing. Is it a day that maybe we just close, right? You can kind of see that as you get more data, you can start pulling more data out, so you can see and make those types of decisions. Or, we're open Sundays and it really seems like we don't make a lot of sales that day. Well, the analytics will tell you, right? Yeah, you don't make very many sales that day. Maybe it's not a great day for you to be open, make your employees happier. Hey, it's a slow day anyway. We're not going to stay open, but maybe we stay open a couple hours here and there during the week, right? To help you make those types of decisions. So the more you put in, the more you're going to be able to get out of that. And again, that's free. That interacts with anything that you do within your Square products. All of that data is going to go into this one place. One of those is going to be, yes.
Question real quick. And I want to invite the community if you have any questions. But for that last slide, so we're trying to get entrepreneurs teed up to like look at their financials and make decisions based on their financials. Does any of the Square stuff help entrepreneurs, like profit and loss, balance sheet, or anything like that? I assume it helps with like tracking money in, money out, right?
It'll absolutely track money in and money out. You'll see your daily transfers, right? The money that's going in to your account. So you'll be able to see all the money coming in, anything coming out, your deposits, and you can export all of that information as
Okay.
well. We have an app marketplace, so you could connect to like QuickBooks Online
Oh,
or
cool.
Xero, or there's other providers in there that you could connect to if you use them that will then take that data out of there and put it into a view that they have set up for that. So you
Okay,
can absolutely do that.
cool. And I think this is helpful, especially with them knowing their cash flow, right? Like
Cash flow is huge, right? Yeah, you're going to be able to see all of that, like what all your money is coming in. And when you're setting it up, right, are you doing it to where it's like, okay, this cost me this, or this cost me that? Put it in your actual inventory so you can see what's selling, right? Like not just, I think this is what's selling. Let me look in the back. You can see, oh, this is out of stock. Like, we've sold out all of these. Maybe the blue one we've sold out of completely. The red one, we still have 100 of those. Maybe you don't want to order any more red ones, right? We need to keep ordering more blue ones because that's what's selling, right? So yeah, as long as you're in there and paying attention to it, it's going to give you almost all the data you need.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. And yeah, absolutely. Anyone, if you have questions at any point, feel free to interrupt. I'm just talking here. So, all right. So one of the options that's going to, get into that mix of all your data is Square Loyalty. So it's built-in built-in program right into the point of sale, right? Perfect for businesses that thrive on repeat business, coffee shops, food and beverage, retail, health and fitness, really almost anything, right? You want that repeat business because your loyal customers are your best customers, right? Those customers that keep coming in, they're way more, they're worth way more than that one customer who maybe comes in once and maybe kind of gets a little bit of a bigger sale. But over time, right, that customer that keeps coming in because they enjoy your service or product, they're going to be what's really going to be valuable. So, thank them with the loyalty program. We've all participated in those. It used to be the paper, punch cards, right? Get it, after your 10th sub, get one free or whatever that might be, or your 10th, get one, your 10th coffee or whatever that might be. People get really creative with this as well. I've seen it was like a bar and grill restaurant that had live music on Fridays. And the loyalty program was, after so many points, you got free cover for the live music night. So there was a cover charge when they had bands, right, to help obviously pay for the bands. But you as a loyal customer, if you had enough of the punch card, stars or points or however, I forgot how they did it, you could get free cover, right? So if you're already going there, you don't have to worry about cover. You're going to be eating there anyway, and you're going to be able to enjoy the live music. So you can get really creative with that kind of stuff. And again, that's already built right into the point of sale, and it's all electronic, so you don't have to worry about someone bringing in a fake punch card or losing their points because they lost that paper. It's all electronic, all tracked via your phone number and your actual card as well. So anytime if you sign up with loyalty and you pay with a specific card, anytime you put that card in, it's automatically going to track that. Same thing with marketing. We'll be able to track. Yes.
Yeah, looks like we have a question, Sherilyn.
Oh, Sherilyn, yes, I see your hand up. Go ahead.
Hi. To do the loyalty, do you have to? Because I have my my
terminal.
My terminal here. Is that something I could do from here, or do I need to log into with a desktop?
You should be able to do it from there as well. Actually, I don't have my terminal here, but you should be able to do that from that as well. Yeah, it's all from all the point of sale, because really it's it's just an extra screen, like sign up for for the loyalty program. You might not be able to actually like turn on the loyalty program from the terminal. That you'd have to set up in like in your dashboard in your desktop to set that program up from there. But once it's set up, it'll be live when you take payments. Cool. Same thing with marketing, right? We're helping you, get a hold of your customers. They can sign up from the point of sale, from the terminal, or from your Square stand, or from your laptop, however they want to do that. Right? And same thing here. We have templates, right? So you don't need to be a marketing expert to send really nice crafted, on brand campaigns. Really easy to get started. You'll see probably, you might even see it in there now, like a template for Easter, or when it comes Father's Day or 4th of July, right? We will have those kinds of things already kind of pre-built in there. You just change your color scheme, add your logo, and obviously your content in there. This one here, like this is one that's targeting like your best customers, right? You're rewarding your top spenders. Hey, thanks for being our best customer. Here's 10% off, because those best customers, they're loyal. They're going to come back in. They're going to appreciate. Oh, cool. They know I come in. They appreciate that. Get a little bit of discount. I was going to come in anyway. And it's great that I got that 10%, and maybe even spend a little more because I'm getting a discount. And so this would be email. This would be the ability to do email marketing. We also now have the ability to do text message marketing as well, which is becoming a popular option. So you can send out those text messages, right? Hey, like this one here, the birthday, in this example, the birthday text, right? Hey, happy birthday. Thanks for being a customer. Here's a coupon for you for, in this case, dog grooming in the example there. So just all these different ways you can interact with your customers, engage your customers where they're at. We also, in one central location in your dashboard, you've got Square messages there. So this is going to funnel all of your messages in one place, whether they're like on your electronic receipts, you can have a spot there for feedback. If they put any feedback in there, it goes in here. You'll see it. If they reply to your text message, it'll be in there. Your emails, and soon like Facebook Messenger will be incorporated in there as well. So really just kind of one place to see all of your messages where you're working with your customers. Gift cards, the ability to offer gift cards pretty much instantly. We have e-gift cards that you can set up for free right into your program. They can buy them online. They can refill them online. They work in person and online. So if I buy $100, gift card to Sherilyn's business, I come into her brick and mortar store, I spend $50, and I go to her Square website and spend $50. Right? It's all one gift card. I don't have to do anything different there. You can order physical gift cards from us as well. That takes a couple of weeks, but e-gift cards, easy to set up. You can just put a link out there, send out an email marketing campaign, right? To say, hey, we now offer gift cards, right? Buy some for your friends, your family. I know I love to get a gift card. I always see a gift card as basically just a coupon, right? Like if somebody sends me a $50 gift card to a business, I look at it as cool. I have $50 off of something. So it might be a $100 item I'm looking at. And now I only have to spend $50 versus 100, right? So most people tend to do that too. I mean, the stats just show that when folks are using the gift card, their orders tend to be well over what the gift card is because they see it as saving quite a bit of money when they're using that. Speaking of online here, right? We have Square Online as well. We have the ability now to easily and quickly sell online with Square. Back in 2018, Square purchased a company called Weebly.com, which is where I had been for the past 5 years. And they purchased Weebly to create this new solution, Square Online, which automatically syncs with your point of sale, your inventory, your prices, your products, all of that, right? So whether you're in your store or online and someone's buying, all of that is syncing in one central location. All your reports are in one place, right? So you don't have to worry about your inventory being off or overselling. If it's sold out online, it's going to show sold out. No one can buy it, right? Really easy to do, really simple, quick, easy. You can do it for free, similar to like the point of sale. You can download the point of sale. It's free. All you're doing is the transaction fee anytime you swipe a card. Same thing with Square Online. You can do that as well. Really proud of that fact because being in the domain and website industry for many years, the free solution that we offer is really comparable to the like $25 to $35 a month offering that a lot of our competitors offer out there. And the reason is because we're late to the game, right? Square Online didn't launch, bought Weebly in 2018. Square Online launched in 2019. And so that, there's already a lot of solutions out there. So we had to be different, and we offer that free online solution. Again, it's not, 2 weeks free or a month free. It's free, right? So you can have it for years and be on the free version. I'm going to stop there because I see Alicia has a hand raised.
Hi, I was going to ask, I'm trying to get my website up, but I
Mhm.
do have the point of sale on my cell phone. So when
Mhm.
I make it live, is that when they're going to link together?
Yeah, so once you publish it, it'll link together automatically. So your items. So when you start to build your site, we're going to bring over your items, and you can pick and choose which items you want to sell online. But yes, once it's live and you're taking orders from there, that's automatically syncing.
Okay, so at that point, I won't have to create items in the point of sale anymore.
Any new items, yeah. So if you create you can go into the actual point of sale, create an item, and that'll automatically sync to the online version. You could go into the online builder, create an item there, and that will then sync to the point of sale as well. It goes back and forth.
Okay, yeah, I was
Yeah.
having a little trouble trying to figure that out. Thank you.
Yeah, no, so you don't have to create like an online item or an in-person item. You create an item, it's going to sync both ways. The difference is like on the online version, you can decide, you can make items unavailable. So let's say you have like 100 items, you only want to sell maybe your top 25. You can then, hide those other 75 items, and they won't ever, no one will ever see them on your website. They'll only see those 25 that you made available. But in person, right, those 75 on your point of sale, those will always be there, so you can sell those in person. So you can pick and choose there.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. That's cool. Thank you.
No worries, thank you. And on top of that as well, you're going to have the ability to, it integrates with several of the social media platforms out there as well. So Square Online integrates with Instagram. You just have to have the Instagram for Business, which is free. It automatically does that with Facebook Shop as well, since Facebook owns Instagram. So you connect one, it connects the other. Pinterest, you can have a Pinterest option as well. Here it says TikTok coming soon. That already launched a little over a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. So I need to update that, but you can now connect your Square Online store to TikTok as well. So you can, link to your store, you can tag items in there as well. And again, those are all just coming into one central location, right? So they're going there, they're finding either it's linking them to your website to buy. And again, that's all syncing what we consider like an omni-channel solution. These are just other channels out there. So you have your main website, you have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever the newest thing coming down the road later on. You can connect to Google Food Ordering, Google Shopping as well. And soon Twitter, I think, as well, because Twitter just announced they were going to get into the e-commerce game as well. So probably eventually we'll have an integration there also. For those of you that are getting online and building your website and working on your items, we have the Square Photo Studio, which is a free application that you can download on right now it's iPhone only. When we purchased the app, it was iPhone only, but we're developing the Android version as well. You can download this, you can take pictures of your items, it'll remove the backgrounds automatically, and you can add background colors, like in this example here, the shoe, right? Once it's done, it'll remove the background, you can add colors, it'll add shades, shading as well. A really cool functionality, and that will let you then upload that item into your Square point of sale, which is going to work for your online store, or you can just create it to sell it and send someone a link. Really high quality photos on this thing. I mean, it does this designer doesn't do it justice. I'd highly recommend downloading it and playing with it. It does wonders for folks' product photos. All right, so for those of you that are running a business that has employees, we also have Square Team Management, helps you manage employees, and you can allow them to clock in and out on the point of sale or via an app that they can download on their own devices, right? Staff can see their time cards on the app. All of that is happening all in there. You can create different permissions, any of that. And then we also have there's a free version. There's also a paid version, which lets you see who's issuing voids, comps, discounts. You can do like manager permissions, let's say you're running a bar, like bartender permissions, host permissions, right? You can do different permissions for each, and then you can grant them all those different things. You can do multiple wages, right? Paying for, like I said, a waiter's, salary versus a bartender salary, or things like that. And you can export all of that information, time card information into whatever, payroll solution you're offering. Or since that information's already in our system, right? We have Square Payroll, right? Designed with small business owners in mind, full service payroll, automatic tax filings, and employee benefits, all from one solution here. So you can do that. You can pay employees, you can pay contractors, you can import time cards and tips from other solutions. You can get unlimited payroll runs. So it is a monthly cost for Square for payroll, but it's just that monthly fee, right? So for a lot of solutions out there, you pay a monthly fee for your payroll option, and then you pay every time you run payroll, which kind of seems like they're double dipping there. But with Square, you pay the monthly fee, and you can run payroll as many times as you want, whether that's weekly, bi-weekly, once a month, right? It doesn't cost you extra to run payroll like some of the other providers that are out there. All right, so wrapping up here soon. Square is now also a bank. So we also offer the ability to set up Square checking and savings with Square, and we can automatically transfer that money right into, all the money you're processing can go right into a checking or savings account. You can, if you want to set up a savings account for a specific thing, just tell us what percentage of your sales you want us to drop into there. Maybe you want to set up a thing for like tax, to save for taxes, or whatever that might be, right? So you can do online checking and savings, no minimum balances, service fees, no monthly maintenance fees, and no overdraft fees either. In conjunction with that is the Square business debit card that you can get as well, and gets you real-time access to the money you process every day, right? So for those of you that don't have this right now, you have Square, you're processing, you're getting paid, right? 1 to 2 business days usually, right? And then that's available into your checking account with whatever bank you use. If you're using the Square checking and savings and the debit card, the money you process today is on your card today, right? So for those businesses that need to buy inventory stock like daily, this is a game changer for them, right? So your money is being transferred right onto that card. There's no bank that it's going to and then onto your card. You could get all your stuff to your bank and then move it over, or vice versa, but this makes it so it's instantaneous, right? So as sales are coming in, they're going right into your balance there, and you can spend that anywhere MasterCard is accepted. So we've seen folks that really make a huge difference for a small business. And the final piece here.
Have a question?
Oh, Sherilyn, yes.
Before I move on, Martin.
Go ahead, Sherilyn.
How do I was trying to set up the tax thing and I couldn't, is that something you have to do on the dashboard, or is that something I can do through my
you're usually gonna want to do it for through the account, like on your desktop, just the initial setup, and then you'll be able to manage it from the point of sale, and then go from there. But usually, like most of the initial setup, it's gonna be on the desktop, like on your laptop or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's really interesting. I'm setting up so I know how many hours I'm working. I'm setting up what do you call it now, to the clock in and clock out.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, so that's good. Thank you.
No worries. There's the link to Square Savings. I have a test account. I don't have a real business, so I've kind of just set it up. I don't have money going through there. So there's all the information on the Square Savings, with your annual interest rate and all of that information. It's like our 0.50% APY, which is a pretty decent amount for like a savings account.
Thanks. Yeah, I read that somewhere and I was like, whoa, that's actually a pretty great interest rate compared to other banks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, thanks.
No worries. So Square Loans. So, we offer the ability to get customized loan offers based on your card sales through Square. Again, all that information is already in there, so we can easily see whether your business is doing well, right? Whether, if you're doing you say, oh, I'm doing $10,000 in sales every month. Cool. And we can see, well, that's one card that's getting processed every month. It's like you have one customer. If you lose that one customer, you have nothing, right? But we can see the mix of all the cards that are being used, whether you're doing invoices, you're doing, from your point of sale, you're doing online sales, uh, anything like that, right? We see all of that information in there. And so the way that works is, it's just paid back daily through your card sales every day. So on slow days, it's less. On busier days, it's more, and just gets repaid automatically right through there. And you can see, like in the example here, if you can get, if you get a loan offer for $9,000, it's going to tell you what you pay after the loan fee, but you don't have to take, the whole nine. You could lower that to 2,000 or 3,000, whatever it is you need to do that. You don't have to accept, the full amount. It's not like all or nothing there. So the thing I love the most about the loan product that we offer, we don't know you specifically as a business owner, right? When you sign up for Square, we don't ask you, are you male, female, are you black, brown, white? We don't know that information, right? All the algorithm sees is a business doing business, right? A healthy business. But at the end of the day, when we interview, folks who've taken loans from us, and we do our surveys, like we tend to see how we're higher than average for women-owned businesses. We're higher than average loaning out to businesses with owners of color, right? So because there's no bias there, right? Either you're a good business or not, right? So we can see that. It's just data, so we can see that, and we don't get to know that until we send out surveys for folks that have taken loans from us, and we see, wow, like on the average of traditional lending institutions, we loan out at a higher rate to women and people of color. So really great option there. All right, so for those of you that just knew us for the little white reader, you see we offer a whole lot more. I didn't even go over the app marketplace I mentioned that offers all these other add-ons and things that you can offer, different shipping partners, tax options, tickets. Like there's just a whole app marketplace in there where you can add on to your account as well. So from the little white reader doing a small business to a sports stadium, we can adjust to just about any type of business out there today. So lots of flexible tools for you to be able to use. We would love for you to take advantage of them if you do that. It is a fixed rate. I'm not sure what the actual rate is, but it's a fixed loan rate. So like I said, you can see in the example here, like when it gets to the 9,000, the loan fee there is like is 1,100 and something, $1,300 is what the rate is. So yeah, I know we have a little bit of time left. Happy to answer any questions that maybe I didn't cover or that came up while you have one. I think Alicia has a question.
The app you said that was taking pictures, is it a separate app or is it just the Square app?
It's a separate app. So it's actually
okay.
It was an app that already existed, and it was someone that we bought the guy out, and now he works for Square. He's rebranded it all as a Square Photo Studio. It's free. You can download it. You don't even have to be a Square customer to use it. So you can take pictures, and you can just download those pictures and save them to your phone and use them however you want. But if you're a Square customer, right, you can sign in with your Square account and you upload those to your items and already have that picture there. The last update we just made to it, so you would be able to take pictures, right, and it would remove the background. Now you can actually take pictures from like your camera roll that maybe you took last year, and we can remove the background on those too.
Okay, and you said the app was called Square's.
It's Square Photo Studio.
Photo Studio. Okay.
I actually.
All right, and then we just.
Alicia, and it works really good.
Okay.
I think it's really easy, and it's just the way it takes the background out works phenomenal. So you're able to shoot your product really quick and not have to go through Photoshop or any of those other apps to remove that background. So it's really good.
Yeah, I love it. That was probably one of the things I was most excited about. Before that, right, like we would send folks to like photographers. I mean, you can still hire photographers, because a lot of them, pivoted to doing product photography because, you weren't doing family photo sessions anymore because of COVID, or, those opportunities weren't there. So, and everybody was going online, so you had to have good photos. but it could get expensive, right? Or maybe just there wasn't anybody in your area. We used to have an actual Square. I'm not sure if we still have it. We had a photo studio in our New York office, and they had the robot there that could do like the 360 photos. But you had to send your products there. They would do all the pictures and then send you the pictures and your product back. That was a little difficult. But now with the app, like it's amazing what it can do like in seconds. Sorry, I get excited about the app.
Sorry. And then the other question, I was like, what is this one? Like, it's right after Discover. And I was like, I don't know what that credit card is.
Diners Club.
That's okay. So
I feel
I was
old
like,
that
do
I
I
know
remove it? Like,
It's still out there. It's a card that's accepted. So I mean, like I said, it doesn't cost you anything extra. There's no extra fees for that. If someone uses it, we have that. The one thing, you know what, you guys, thank you for this. I need to update this deck. The other option now we have is Afterpay. So we purchased Afterpay, which is the buy now, pay later company, if you're familiar with them. That deal just went official in February. So they're now a part of Square. You can turn that on in your Square online store right now, right? So if you have an item that's $200, you could turn on Afterpay and someone would go there, they would buy it, they would pay $50 right then and there, but you get the whole amount, right? And then they pay. Yeah, it's the new layaway, but you get your item right then and there versus paying. The awesome thing about that is Afterpay takes on the responsibility of making a payment, of them making the payments, right? So if someone buys a $200 item from you, you get paid minus the fee. It's a higher fee for that because if they don't pay, right, or they dip or whatever, Afterpay, now Square, eats that cost, right? So you as the business, you got your money, you send out the product, you don't have to go into collections with anybody or do anything like that. We cover that. So we're pretty selective as far as like who does that. Most people who do it love it and they buy multiple things over time. So that's now an option for Square Online. That's already on there. That'll be coming to the point of sale as well. So they'll be able to do in-person payments and pay with Afterpay as well. That's coming next. So that'll be huge for like boutiques, art galleries with like higher cost things, right? They can buy it right then and there, and it's paying in 4 payments. So Afterpay is out there now as well. So that's a big one.
yeah, I think it just came through on my website. It said like I think the fees are waived maybe for the first year or something.
I think it's for the first couple of months. You'll pay the standard, like Square fee is normal. It's like 3%, right? So that's the normal fee. That's what you're gonna pay right now. So you're not gonna pay anything extra. Normally, Afterpay fees are 6%. Their processing fee is 6%. Now, you're not paying Square's 3% and Afterpay is 6% to make 9%. It's not that. It's just the 6% for Afterpay. But yeah, right now, if you have it in there, you'll see, depending on if you are already signed up, we're doing that for already existing customers, right? The not paying the higher fee, so you can kind of check that out. If you were to sign up today and start doing that, it probably wouldn't give you that. But yeah, so take advantage right now.
I have a question.
Yeah, Jennifer.
What is the difference between the invoice, the old invoice, and the new invoice? What's the pros to doing a new invoice versus the other invoice, or how do you tell the difference between the two?
So yeah, there's Square invoices. There's the free version, and then there's the upgraded version, just gonna have like extra features. I think like one of the extra features is the breakdown, like the making payments. Otherwise, the regular one is just gonna be like, breaking it up in 2 payments or the standard one. That's really the biggest difference.
Oh, so the newer one, there is a fee for it?
There is a fee for it for the new version. Let me get to it here. We have a free version, so there's the free, and then there's the plus version. I think that's $20 a month with a 30-day free trial.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. If you're using invoices and you're using the Square Online store as well, or you don't even need to use the Square Online store, we have what are called checkout links. Kind of works like an invoice. Actually, if we if we have time, I can kind of demo one if we have time. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead. I know we're like a small group here, but if people want to stay on.
This is my barber's website. Sorry. A lot of people aren't aware of it. So this is my fake business. It's a bike shop. And so I use Square, I use obviously the point of sale, and I use Square Online, but there's also online checkout, which is, I think, kind of a cool workaround to the invoices. So you have online, which is your online store, and we have online checkout. So if we go to online checkout, so I have my bike here, right? I have my aluminum frame bike. I can now copy this link, and I can email it to you. I can text it to you. I can put it on my Facebook, and you can buy the bike right then and there without having to build a website at all, right? Maybe you're just on Instagram and you're like, oh, DM me to buy this, right? A lot of people still do that. Well, when they DM you, you can just send them a checkout link, and they can pay that securely online, and then obviously you're gonna have them pay it before you ship them, anything. So you can get payment right then and there. Makes it really easy to do.
It makes it really easy because sometimes when I'm dealing with people or the website and they don't know how to maneuver through the website, so that's really cool. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it makes it really easy. When we talked about the Square Messages Center earlier, that integrates with messages as well, so you can actually send that right through the messages. You can send out a QR code. If you maybe already have a website, maybe you built a website with Wix or with GoDaddy, right? And you're like, I only have one item, but I want to sell it. You can just create a buy button, and it'll give you the code, and you can add it to that website, and they'll be able to buy it right on your website without having to build a new website with Square. Or you can keep your old site. So a lot of ways there's other ways we allow you to take payments there. You can do subscriptions, right? So let's see, I thought I have one here. So I have one here for bike tune-ups. Again, this is my fake bike here, my fake bike company. I've got this here for bike tune-ups. So it's a membership for bike tune-ups. So they can go here, and they can pay $25 a month, right? So they can go here and get the bike tune-up membership fee. They can go in here, they can pay. It's like by subscribing, you agree, right? It's going to do every month $25, right? So automatically auto debit their card, that $25 a month until they cancel, right? So you can do that. You can do this for like classes, right? So you could create a checkout link for like classes, and then include like the Zoom link in there. You can do frequency, monthly, weekly, quarterly. So you can do that. You can offer a free trial. So there's a lot of ways you can create to get paid, however your customers want to get paid. So a lot of options in there.
Is there a place where you can find tutorials to find out what to watch things to see if it's going to benefit your business?
Yes.
Or how to
Our YouTube channel is going to be really good for that. There's a lot of really like short videos on using our different products. I would recommend everyone go to the seller community. So it's just sellercommunity.com. All of our guides are here. All of our questions are here. So you can go here and you can ask questions of our Square staff. Other Square sellers will answer questions in here. Here's like one new retail feature, loyalty check-in on Square Register. Like, any of our updates are here. We have latest news, features, events. If we have any other events here, like it looks like March 21st, we have this, we partnered with General Assembly. They're going to do an intro to the search engine optimization. So different things you can do in here. Now, there's the help guide, right? So all of our specific items are in here. Coming soon, you guys are getting a sneak peek here. If you go here to seller groups.
And where do you find that? Is that on the app when you download it, or?
No, this is a website called sellercommunity.com. This is our help center. So it's just seller community. I'll put it in the chat here. This is our help center where basically everything is set up. But we have these seller groups. So we have the together, right? This is a female centric group of sellers. We have our Black in Business group, our Pride group here, beauty and wellness, retail and e-commerce. I am in the middle of upstanding our Indigenous sellers group. So it'll be a place where you can connect with other Indigenous sellers all over the world, ask each other questions, talk to each other. Hey, when you started with Square, when you started with your website, like what did you do to get more sales? Or man, I'm really struggling with setting up my loyalty program. I'm not sure. Well, hey, I did this, right? This is how I did it. So it'll be a great place for you to connect with other folks, of like minds there. So that's going to be really cool. That'll launch here in a couple months, hopefully in time before res.
Gathering, Martin, gathering here in Albuquerque. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, in Albuquerque as well. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting back out there. But yeah, that's my presentation. I mean, I know we're a little over time. If anyone has any questions, happy to answer those now. Otherwise, I know we'll probably be doing this again. I love working with you guys, with the gals.
Yeah, thank you so much, Martin. I really appreciate this. This is really helpful. Yeah, and if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat or take yourself off mute.
So thank you, everyone. Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. I echo those comments. Thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you, Martin, for joining us and for sharing.
Thanks, Martin.
Martin.